Gus Schmidt here, back with a new trading video. So today I'm on the Pocket Option platform and I'm going to be trading OTC currency pairs here. So if you click on the assets here on the platform, currencies, I have the OTC pairs highlighted here so that way they show up at the top of the chart. Okay, and for my candlesticks charts, the candlestick chart, I have it set to 15 seconds. Regular Japanese candles. And for my trade timer, I have it set to 1 minute here. So I'll be taking 60-second trades while looking at 15-second candles. Okay, what I'm going to do here, I'm not utilizing any indicators. What I'm going to be doing is trading uh, gaps. All right, like for instance, right here, I just took a sell trade. And the reason why I took the sell trade here is if you notice there's a gap between this previous red candle and this red candle here. Okay, now there's another candle that just formed. But between this candle and this candle, there's a slight gap in between the candles. And what this suggests is a bearish breakout to the downside here. That's why I'm trading on these candle gaps. So let's monitor this trade and wait for the expiration. Okay, so we won that trade there. Okay. All right, so let me keep moving and keep looking for gaps. All right, let's see. You want to look for gaps during trending markets, like for instance, right here on the USD EGP here. Uh, there's a gap between this and this candle. There's a bearish trend occurring. Okay, here I missed this trade, but also there's a level of resistance coming up on here. So we want to avoid levels of resistance also. All right, let's watch this candle here. Okay. All right. Well, there's no gap here. All right. It's got this level of resistance here. Okay. This candle broke the level of resistance, but all right, let's move on. Let's see if we can find some more trending. Uh, a situation like this could be good. We have a bullish trend occurring here. No gap formed here. Okay, so I just took a sell trade, all right? And I took the sell trade here. I guess the candle just closed, but I took a sell trade here because you see the gap. And then there's another gap that formed here as well. So this looks like a good trade. It suggests a bearish momentum to the downside, which is what's happening here. I took the trade at this level here where you see the red line. That's my entry point on the trade. So let's monitor this trade. See that we have a gap here and then a gap here and then a third gap here. So this is a telltale sign for a bearish movement to the downside, which is exactly what's happening here. Okay. Okay. So we won that trade. All right. Let's keep moving. Let's see if we can find. Well, let's see if another gap forms here, because it seems to be heading downward. Okay, there may be a reverse. So let's see what happens here. Okay, it seems like the bearish momentum is slowing down. Okay, you're seeing a green candle here, uh, just formed. All right, let's find another trending pair here. Uh, yeah, there's a bullish. Seems like there could be a bullish trend happening here. Let's look for. Oh, is that a gap? No. Let's look for another. All right, this seems to be consolidating here, so let's move on. There's no real trend happening. No. No, wow, we missed it. See that gap? But I didn't take the trade. Uh, let's see if another gap forms here. No. Okay, right there. All right, you see the gap formed here? Right over here, the gap formed, and I took the trade immediately when the gap developed. So let's watch this trade. Another gap. That's a good sign. Two gaps in a row. Okay, we lost that trade. No problem. Let's keep going here. Not gonna win every trade, but let's look for some more gaps. Let's watch this currency because there's a bullish momentum occurring. Let's see if a gap forms. Right at the beginning of the trend here, you see this gap. It formed here, and then boom, the price just shot up. All right, let's find another. Okay, gap formed here. All right. Okay, it's bouncing. There's not really a trend here. But let's watch this. This is a volatile currency pair here. All right, let's stay away from this one. Yeah, let's. You want to avoid, like I said, consolidating markets. You want trending currency pairs. Okay, here. All right. All right, I took a sell trade here. I took the sell trade based on this gap forming here between this candle, this red candle, and this candle here. So I took a put trade or a sell trade. So let's monitor this trade. Okay, a gap just formed here. Looks like we're gonna lose this trade. All right. Um, we lost that trade. All right, let's keep going here. Okay. All right, I took several trades here. Huge gap formed here. See that? Huge gap between this candle and this candle. So I took several trades in order for us to help recover the loss of those previous trades and gain some additional profit here. And so let's watch this. Okay, so we won that trade. So let me pause the video for a second here and come back and look for more gaps. Okay, so I'm back looking for candle gaps to do this candle gap trading strategy. Let's see here. All right, this could be a breakout to the upside here. Well, generally, with all these wicks, there seems to be a bearish momentum. Let's see how this continues. Let's look for some other pairs here. There's a gap here, but the market looks like it's consolidating here, so I'm not going to take the trade. I wouldn't take a trade there. All right, let's look for something. Okay. Okay. All right, I took a buy trade here. And I took the buy trade. You see that candle here? You see the gap between this green candle and this currently forming candle here? Let's monitor this trade and okay, so it's going against us. Okay. All right, so I just took a sell trade. We lost that previous trade, but I took a sell trade here because another gap formed here. Plus, there's a bearish momentum occurring to the downside here, which is probably what I should have waited for. Uh, so I wanted to recover that loss and using the martingale strategy, which is a strategy designed to help recover losses from a previous trade. So let's watch this trade. Okay. Good. All right, great. So I'm going to end the session here. And that's a general idea of the candle gap trading strategy. If you like the strategy, I would recommend you test it on a demo account. I have a link to the platform in the video comments and or channel description here. And like, please like the video, subscribe to my channel. Uh, I've also, when I do the multiple trades, I have, I risk a certain amount of my balance here. Uh, I'm not going to risk a whole amount, but I just want to risk enough of my balance, say like 1 to 2%. In general, you want to risk about 1 to 2% of your balance when you take these trades. But this candle gap strategy, it's a lot riskier, especially when I'm taking multiple trades. But I have built up enough of a balance in order to take those trades. So this strategy is not for everyone, but definitely practice it on a demo account. Like I mentioned, I have the link to the platform in the channel, in the comments and or the channel description. All right, so yeah, thank you for watching. Gus Schmidt. See you in the next video.